Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. We're Pagan Preppers and today we're back in the garden and we're very excited because today we're celebrating Lammas, or Lammas as it's otherwise known. So the last time we showed you our apples they were tiny and now look at the size of them. They're not quite ready to eat yet, but it won't be long before they are, so we can't wait for that. And over on this one they're getting big as well. So Lammas is the first harvest festival of the year, so we're going to celebrate that by harvesting whatever veg we can out of our garden and cooking it up and having a little feast with it later on tonight. So we'll see what we've got and see what we end up making with it. Yeah. Okay, so as we mentioned before, neither Colin or I have ever really grown veg before. We don't really know what we're doing. The garden's got a bit overgrown and a bit wild, but there is some edible veg here. So we've got some spinach here. We've got quite a lot of spinach actually. Some of it's been chomped on, but there is still a lot there that we can use. So that's really awesome. And then in the next bed over here, we've got some Swiss chard or rainbow chard, which has just gone absolutely ballistic. So look at the size of that. The caterpillars did leave us some, so again there's quite a lot there that we can use that hasn't been eaten by insects. And then down here we've got some courgettes. That one looks quite good. Some of it's been eaten by bugs, but I think there's a couple in there that we'll be able to use. I don't think the radishes worked very well, but never mind. And then over here we've got some spring onions which are doing pretty well, and this is all beetroot. So I think we'll be, pulling some of that up and roasting it and seeing what's going on there. And then in the potato tub, we've already had a little go at digging some of them up. So we'll just see if there's any left in there. The beans kind of died and didn't work out at all. So never mind about the beans. But if we have a look in the greenhouse, our tomato plants have also gone absolutely mental and there's loads going on there, so we'll be eating a lot of tomatoes I think. We've got a little pepper on the pepper plant. We'll leave that to grow a bit bigger though I think. So yeah, we're going to see what we can pick and see what we end up with. Our little herb garden is also doing pretty well. We've got some golden thyme and some chives. You can see I've already been eating these. They've been cut off quite a bit. We've got some purple sage, some flat leaf parsley and some rosemary, so I'm sure we'll be doing something with that. And then the chocolate mint is also doing really well. So I'm going to drink some mint tea later on I think, and that's delicious. Can't wait for that. Okay, so here we have some of our harvest from our garden. We got two pretty decent sized courgettes, and we got some spring onions. We got absolutely loads of spinach, which a lot of it is still intact. It hasn't been munched on by bugs or there's no holes or anything in it. It's all really lovely. So we've got a whole big wodge there. I mean, some of it, as you can see there, some of it has still been nibbled on a little bit, but there's loads there that's intact. We've got a beetroot, that's so exciting. And we've got a really nice little bundle of Swiss chard, rainbow chard, whatever it is there. Really nice. And a handful of little potatoes. And absolutely hundreds of tomatoes. We've got loads there, so I'm really excited to see what we're going to end up doing with them. And then I just picked a few of the herbs. So we've just got a few little chives there, a bit of the parsley, some of the mint. There's a couple of little baby basil leaves here as well. The basil plant wasn't very happy, so we only had a couple of leaves there. But we've got lots of purple sage and some golden thyme as well. So overall I think that's pretty good considering we have no idea what we were doing. And I'm looking forward to eating all this in some form or another tonight. Oh my god, this smells so delicious. So we've got our table ready for our feast. Over here we've got some homemade bread and two different types of butter. And then over here we have a homemade bottle of maple mead that Colin made himself. So he'll be enjoying a drop or two of that. And then in the middle here, we've got our little mini altar set up. Lammas is a sun celebration, it's a fire festival. So we've got this sun candle holder and this big red candle there in the middle. And then on this little mini altar setup, we have a yellow candle and some little goddess imagery down here. And then over here we've got a gold candle to represent the god with a little figurine of him down there. And then here we've got some, this is aventurine and clear quartz and a little pentacle there in the north that represents earth. So here in the east we've got some citrine crystals, and the east represents air. I have this little selenite crystal which I use as a little mini wand. I like to have the wand in the east associated with air. Some people have the wand associated with fire in the south, but to me it makes more sense for it to be in the east with air. And then down here in the south we've got some ruby and some carnelian, and then this is a little mini athame which I associate with fire. Again, some people use that in the east for air, but I prefer the athame as fire in the south. And then over here in the west we've got water, so we've got a little dinky little chalice, and this represents water, this little mirror and a seashell there, and a little blue crystal which I forget the name of. I think it's howlite, but I'm not entirely sure. And then here in the centre obviously we've got the pentacle which represents spirit and nature in general. So our table's all ready for our feast and I can't wait to get stuck in. So Chef Colbo, what are you serving up?
We've got homemade tomato and vegetable soup.
Yummy.
All from the garden.
Oh, look at that. With a little bit of basil in there too. Looks delish. Hi guys, so we're still celebrating Lunar. We've come to one of our favourite places just for a bit of fresh air and to enjoy the outdoors a little bit. We were hoping to celebrate the sunshine, but it's a bit overcast and gloomy today, so we're just going to have a bit of a walk and just enjoy being outside for a little bit.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah. So we're at Blackdown Rings, which is in South Devon, and this is a Bronze Age hill fort, I think.
So, yeah.
And it's just got this little kind of, I don't know, we use it as an altar, but this marble top thing with directions for everything. So if you go north, it goes up to Dartmoor to Haytor Rocks. Torbay is over to the northeast. Stamborough Camp is in the east. Start Point is southeast. Bolthead to the south. Big Brew Bay to the southwest. And then Plymouth to the west. And then Ugborough Beacon in the northwest. So we just like to set up our little altar right in the middle whenever we come here because it's just a really nice spot. Hi Colbo.
I
Hello guys. Meeting some of the neighbours. So that's it from us for this video. Thanks for watching and I hope you all have a great rest of your summer and we'll see you next time.
Bye.